Hey there, welcome to a new video. In this video, we will talk about stable diffusion, how to install it, and how to get started with it. So the first thing is, why do we even use stable diffusion if there are models like Chat, like DALI 2 and Midjourney? So the reason is stable diffusion is open source. So in case you want to use Midjourney, you need to pay for subscription. In case you want to use DALI, you need to buy some credits. But stable diffusion runs locally on your machine, uses your hardware, and generates images. So that's why it is being used, and it is as powerful, if not equal, like more powerful than those models. So before installing Stable Diffusion, let's just experiment with a sample prompt. This is a website where you can try on Stable Diffusion without before even installing it. So let's choose any random. Okay, let's choose this one. Let's run it. So while it runs, let me tell you the system requirements that you need to install Stable Diffusion. So I'm doing this on my Windows laptop because I will show you how to check your uh, your specifications in your Windows laptop. And in Macs, if the Mac is like M1, M2 latest Mac, so it will mostly run on it without any issues. So you can be sure about it that it will run on your Mac. But as Windows comes in a lot of different specification, you need to check in your computer if it's compatible or not. Even though it's like running locally and it is very much power efficient. Like for example, DALI and Midjourney machines, but this one is like running on your machine, so it has very less requirement, but it still has a minimum threshold that you need to meet in order to access it. So as you can see, we asked it for a mecha robot travel expression style. So as you can see, it's pretty good. If you ask something like this in Midjourney also, you will get similar results. This is like cartoon-like image. So we can also ask for a photorealistic image. Let's say just we are asking photorealistic image of a dog sitting on a chair. So let's check the Windows specification. So to check your Windows PC laptop specification, you need to click on Control Shift and Escape. When this opens, it's called the Task Manager. You need to go inside Performance, and after going inside Performance, you will see there are few tabs. So are we looking for here is, first of all, you need to see if your RAM has minimum 8 GB or not. So here I have around 16 GB of RAM, so I'm able to run it on my computer. So RAM criteria is met. Second one is you need to have a dedicated GPU. So for the quickest way to verify is you will see two GPU. That means you have a dedicated one. Usually the first one is your integrated GPU, which is via Intel or AMD. The second one is your extra added GPU, which is more powerful, at least 10x more powerful than an integrated GPU. This is what is used while generating images via Stable Diffusion. So make sure you have a dedicated GPU. In my case, it's a NVIDIA GTX 1650 Ti, and in your case, it might be something different. It might be from AMD, it might be from other companies, but just make sure your GPU has at least 4 GB of dedicated GPU memory. So as long as that those two criteria are met, and yes, you also need to have at least 10 to 20 GBs of free space on your drive in order for the smooth functionality of Stable Diffusion. So as long as these criteria are met, you should be good enough to start with a Stable Diffusion. So let's see the image for now. So as you can see, these images are pretty good. We obviously added a very simple prompt here. So based on that, it created good enough images, and there are very less fine-tuning options available in this one. As you can see, there is only guidance scale available. So if you install the full version, you will see a lot of variables. So let's get started with the installation part. You have checked if your computer or laptop is compatible with Stable Diffusion or not. Next thing you need is you need to install Git. So what Git is? Git is basically a version management software which will use to download uh, stable diffusion on computer. So you'll get this link and all the links in the file attached in the description. So just come to this link, download it from here. It's very simple installation. Next thing you will need is a Python. So Mac comes with Python usually. In Windows you have to install it externally. So this link will also you will get, and you will just have to install the latest version. Okay. Next thing you would need is okay. So next thing you would need is the model. Let me check once. Uh, so you can check there is the model. So basically, this is the model that I was talking about. This is basically some just a collection of numbers which will use machine learning and generate the images. So you need to come to this link and just scroll down a bit. You will see two files. You can download the 4.27 GB file. There is not much difference in the results. The file sizes are a bit different because this model is made for running on larger machines, more powerful machines. So you can just download this one, and after this come to this GitHub page, click here and copy this. So once your Python and Git is installed, go to your file manager, create a folder. So you can name it anything you want. I am naming it stable diffusion. Okay. So open this folder in the file manager panel. Just click here. Click enter. You will the command prompt will open. In case of Mac, you can use the terminal to do the same. So what you need to do next is just write git clone and then right click from your mouse. The link will be pasted automatically and just hit enter. The GitHub library will be downloaded into that folder. It might take about 5 to 15 minutes based on your internet speed. After this is installed, you can use the stable diffusion, but before that, you need to do a few steps. So once the GitHub command is fulfilled, the folder will be populated with something like this. Then you need to just go here, right click on this file, users web-user.bat in case you are using a Windows laptop. In case you're using a Mac, you have to click on .sh file. Just right click it and go to more option and edit it. Then just add this line git pull. This won't be obviously it won't be there while in the stock file, but adding this will help you keep your interface updated all the time. So after you have done this thing, you just have to do one more thing. Just go to the models folder, go inside stable diffusion. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry. Inside the modules, inside the models folder, you have to go. Yeah, inside the models folder, go to stable diffusion, and here paste that file that you downloaded from here. This one. Okay, and you can rename it to anything you like. So I am renaming it model.ckpd, but it doesn't really matter. After this, all this is done, you can come back and just double click on this file. Terminal window will open, and this will install all the required directories, all the required libraries, and everything. For the first time you will be running this, it might take up to 10 to 15 minutes to download everything. But after that's done, it will take about 2 to 3 minutes. So I've already done that. It will take around 2 minutes for my for my version to run. So let's wait, and you will get a link here. The link is you have to paste in your browser, and by using that link, you will access the user interface of Stable Diffusion. So as you can see, the link is generated. This is the type of link you will get. Just copy it and go to this browser and just paste it. Okay, wait, I pasted it 2 times. Yes. So this is the complete interface of Stable Diffusion, as you can see. It's running live in our browser, but don't close this window. Actually, Stable Diffusion is running here. This is just a user-friendly interface you can use to access Stable Diffusion. Here you will see the model that one we installed. In case you want to generate a specific kind of image, you can use different models for that. So this is you can refer to this website to see which model gives what type of image. If you're looking for more like cartoon type images, so then you can use the anything V3. If you're looking for a different type of image, more realistic, so you can use this one. Similarly, there are many models which have been compared here, so you can look through it and install whichever model you like. For this tutorial, we are using the base model of this one, which comes by default. So this is everything you need to get started with Stable Diffusion. In the next video, we'll see how to actually use it to generate images.